The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Sooners will get us underway with the opening kickoff. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
They'll try to run for it. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. All things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. It's complete on the right side. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will have its first possession of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Sooners send out the punt unit. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. They really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is...
He's got it. First down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators have this offense rolling. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Finds his man in the middle. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quick handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Running back searching for a hole. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you make...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And the Gators will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. On the run, it's Robinson. Spins away from the defense. He has the 1st and still on his feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Right back to the well. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls it and fires to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Robinson. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. The Sooners line up to punt it away. Catch is made at the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. Now the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Robinson. Almost almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Sooners decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll leave it with him. Fights off the defender. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You're the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer. Getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the RPO, complete.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The old Larynx is going to get a workout today with all these Boomer Sooners cascading down here in Oklahoma.
I do love that about college football, the individual chance you get. And when you get going early, when you get going and get this crowd going in the game, and they can be a big part of it, man, it energizes the whole team. And you hear what in this stadium, Reese?
Boomer!
Sooner!
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. USC is currently working from behind, but in front of a packed Coliseum, anything is possible. That fight song, those uniforms, momentum can change quickly. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Nevada. Just another week of...
Oh, a lot of space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. Dances away to buy time. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. The Gators will punt this one away. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, baby.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Sooners will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Handoff to the single back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Looking downfield on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Montgomery. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Wants to throw it. Makes the grab. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Robinson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Sooners come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Looking to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. Gets it past the marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wheeler. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. And the Sooners have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown Sooners.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. This will likely be the last play of the half. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play in this half. The give to the back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Gators will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Going to the run to start this second half. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Makes the catch. It's Jordan. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Robinson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. On the run, still looking. He'll try to do it himself. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Finds his big tight end. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Gators with the 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Kane. He's going to lose a yard on that one. lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Gators are on the move. From the gun, give on the inside. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Thomas. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to keep it in the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And here comes the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. First play of this drive comes from the 27. He'll keep it himself. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Going to try to get it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Here's a heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
And the Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Sooners send out the punt unit. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Under fire. Steps away. He'll pull it down and run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Montgomery. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Perry on third down. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving the stadium with an L.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Takes a shot as he lets it go. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
We still got time. Great job by the defense doing the most important thing, getting the ball back to their offense. Now the offense has to answer the bell, but good job creating the turnover. Now the offense, your turn.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Leaves it with the running back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Great job by this defense. They started the drive with the offense backed up, in the shadow of their own end zone. Nice job being aggressive, keeping them there, and now they're going to have a chance to flip the field and really give their offense good field position.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Moves around to clear up the vision. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's loose. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Finally dragged down. He picked up the first down and set him up with a goal-to-go situation. From the gun, looking for a man. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Quick. Through the air for the score. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lofts one down the sideline. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
He's got an open man. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Gators have moved it inside the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing.
Picked off to stop the threat. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Sooner. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Gators come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Makes a grab past the marker. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Under fire. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. And the Gators are marching down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. The short hands, it's Jackson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense.
Converts on fourth down. Still going. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. The Gators can really attack on this second and short. Trying to run, it's Kane. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Now inside the 20, first and 10 from the 18. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off play action. Caught behind the line. It's Harvey. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He's got it. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big third.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they'll take a knee on fourth down, happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.